Hello, Aries. I am your inner voice awakening. You are not here by chance. The energies of the cosmos have conspired to bring you this message. Open your spirit and allow the wisdom of the universe to illuminate your path today. A quiet tremor in the unseen tells me that you are not listening to these words by coincidence. A whisper traveled across the fabric of time, bending light and shadow alike, nudging your spirit toward this moment with the precision of a cosmic arrow. Something ancient wanted your attention, something older than the constellations that crown your sign. Aries, a message has reached you because it was commanded to reach you. Because ignoring it would be like turning your back to the dawn just as it rises to warm your skin. And so you stand here, between fate and revelation, waiting, even if you do not yet know what you've been waiting for. The key that unlocks this reading is simple but profound. The fire you carry is not a burden. It is the prophecy you were born to fulfill. And although the world has tried to extinguish this flame many times, the universe has conspired to show you today why it never succeeded. Something is shifting around you, a vibration that grows stronger with every breath you take, and it urges you to remain with me until the final word, because before this day ends, a truth about your path will rise out of the ashes you've been walking on. A truth that changes everything, and I cannot allow you to miss it. You've been crossing a threshold without even realizing it. In the last weeks, perhaps even months, you've felt an invisible pressure gather around you like storm clouds thickening in the sky. A sense that someone was watching, someone was whispering, someone was either waiting for your downfall or secretly praying for your rebirth. Both energies have been circling you. Aries, the cards show me that hidden adversaries have moved in silence, cloaking themselves behind smiles, behind politeness, behind routine interactions that felt normal but were not. The universe reveals this not to frighten you but to free you, because awareness is your sword, clarity is your armor, and destiny thrives only when the truth is exposed. What you haven't seen is that every obstacle, every delay, every setback that made you question your worth was not an accident. It was interference. A residue of envy clung to your name, as though someone believed your blessings were stolen rather than earned. But the cosmos does not lie, and your chart tells a different story. You are approaching a window of divine justice so precise, so luminous, that the shadows attempting to cling to you will not survive the light that is coming. Still, before justice emerges, the journey must escalate. The universe says you have been carrying emotional chains disguised as responsibilities, obligations, fears, and memories that no longer belong to the version of you that is awakening. You've been torn between who you were expected to be and who your soul is begging you to become. And the tension inside you, the frustration, the restlessness, the sense of being trapped in a life too small for your spirit, none of that is random. It is the early rumble before transformation. It is the cracking of the cocoon. It is the sound of your power expanding. But the cards warn me that this expansion has not gone unnoticed. There is an energy, a person, perhaps more than one, who clings to the older version of you. They prefer you uncertain, doubtful, shrinking yourself so they can feel tall. They prefer you tired, overwhelmed, questioning your intuition. They want you muted, Aries, because your voice threatens their illusions. And though they wear the mask of friendliness, the universe shows me their eyes. Eyes that watch to see if you stumble, eyes that wonder how long until you break. These are not enemies of war. They are enemies of subtlety. Hidden, quiet, smiling. But then the cards shift. A single arcana leaps forward, turning the narrative sharply. The Tower. Not as destruction but as liberation. The Tower appears not to punish you, but to collapse what has been falsely supporting you. And this is the moment where everything changes. The Tower strikes exactly where your fears have lived, scattering the illusions others built around you. Suddenly you see clearly. Suddenly, you recognize the root of your obstacles. Suddenly, the energy of justice begins to move, slow at first, then in a sweeping tidal wave. and the universe begins to speak in a voice that vibrates through the marrow of your bones. You were never meant to live in the shadows someone else cast. In this moment, I give you the first decree, a phrase meant to lift the veil and restore your strength. I reclaim the fire that belongs to me. Repeat it, whisper it, breathe it into your reality. I reclaim the fire that belongs to me. And allow the words to gather momentum inside you. Write in the comments, I reclaim the fire that belongs to me. Do this as a symbolic oath, a gesture of opening space for the blessings that are now aligning with your path. And as a way of honoring this ritual, offer a sign of gratitude to the universe. Liking this message becomes more than a gesture. It becomes a seal that you are ready to receive, to attract, to transform. When you engage with these words, you signal to the higher realms that you are no longer resisting the flow of abundance, but embracing it. Now the cards reveal the deeper layers. The storyline of love, money, work, destiny. You've been walking through a terrain where your heart has been tested repeatedly. Someone from your past, or someone currently around you, has generated confusion within your emotional field. They offered warmth and cold in alternating waves, leaving you unsure if you were cherished or merely tolerated. The universe says this inconsistency was not a reflection of your worth but a reflection of their wounds. You were loving someone who had not yet learned to love themselves. And because of that, they could not hold your fire without getting burned. But now, your heart is stepping into an era of clarity. Someone new, either a literal person or a renewed version of someone you already know, steps toward you with steadier energy, stronger devotion, and the capacity to meet you where you stand, at the crossroads of destiny. Your finances have been hovering in a state of transition. The cards show effort, exhaustion, repetition, cycles that drained you. But now the wheel of fortune turns in your favor, suggesting that unexpected income, new opportunities, or a strategic decision will soon shift your financial landscape. This is not luck. It is alignment. When the tower clears what no longer serves you, the wheel brings what finally does. Your work life undergoes another revelation. You are being prepared for a role, a mission, a responsibility that mirrors your spiritual evolution. Something bigger is calling you, something that requires more courage, more confidence, more authenticity. You may soon find yourself stepping into leadership, into visibility, into influence. This is not accidental. You were born under a sign that leads without trying. As your energy stabilizes, your spiritual aura glows with renewed strength. The colors surrounding you are rich and intense, deep crimson and shimmering gold, symbolizing passion, courage, and the return of prosperity. Your lucky numbers begin to surface. 1, 9, 27, 33, 108. Numbers vibrating with protection, new beginnings, ancestral guidance, and manifestation. Just as the reading deepens, a second decree surfaces, echoing like thunder across your destiny. I rise beyond the shadows that tried to hold me. Repeat it, claim it, breathe it. I rise beyond the shadows that tried to hold me. The horizon now shifts again. Another card rises. The star. This marks the climax of the revelation. The star breaks through the darkness of the tower, illuminating the path the universe has been guiding you toward. And here is the message promised earlier. The struggle you've been enduring was not a sign of failure. It was the preparation for your ascension. You were not losing. You were shedding. You were not abandoned. You were being redirected. You were not forgotten. You were being positioned. The star says hope returns. Love returns. Abundance returns. Peace returns. Not as fleeting moments, but as permanent structures in your life. And now the decree echoes once more, final and powerful. I reclaim the fire that belongs to me. As this section nears its natural pause, a gentle reminder emerges. Honor this message not as entertainment but as prophecy. Acknowledge it, engage with it, commit to it. When you express gratitude, through reflection, through intention, through small symbolic actions, you align yourself deeper with the universe's current of blessings. You open doors that have waited years to unlock. And the message does not loosen its grip on you, Aries. It expands, spirals, deepens, as though the universe itself refuses to let your spirit walk away incomplete. The star continues to shine over your path, but its light now reveals more than hope. It reveals responsibility, preparation, and the quiet truth that you are stepping into a version of yourself that past versions could only dream of. You feel this, don't you? The subtle hum in your chest, the sense that something immense has begun to move, something that was dormant for too long and now awakens like a sleeping giant. This is not imagination. This is destiny speaking through the frequencies that surround you. But even as your light grows stronger, the universe insists you understand one more thing. Not everyone will celebrate your rise. Some will tremble. Some will retreat. Some will attempt to pull you back into the confines of who you used to be. The cards show me the Seven of Swords sliding out from the deck, slowly, almost reluctantly. A symbol of deceit, hidden motives, and quiet jealousy. It reveals the truth that someone around you has underestimated your intuition, believing you would never discover the shadows they cast. Yet the universe does not allow deception to linger when the star is present. What has been concealed will soon be exposed, not through drama, not through conflict, but through clarity. Your clarity. A moment will arrive, sharp and unmistakable, when you see this person's intentions for exactly what they are. And in that moment, the final ties of their influence over your life will dissolve like dust in sunlight. The universe asks, who benefits from your doubt? Who becomes stronger when you feel weak? Who smiles only when you silence your dreams? These questions are not accusations. They are lanterns guiding you out of the maze someone tried to trap you in. For too long, your spirit has been generous with those who have not earned the warmth of your flame. But not anymore. A divine recalibration is underway, and your soul is reclaiming its authority with every breath. This shift brings you to the next threshold, the point where your destiny intensifies. The energy begins to vibrate faster, the cards becoming restless, almost eager. Your chart ignites, showing that a monumental turning point approaches. And here, Aries, we reach the invisible edge between who you were and who you are becoming. The universe leans in closer, whispering with urgency, not to alarm you but to prepare you. You are about to break patterns that generations before you could not break. You are about to end cycles that once dictated your life. You are about to rise in ways that even you have not fully imagined. But before that rise, the deck shifts yet again. The High Priestess emerges, her presence unmistakable, a guardian of intuition, secrets, and inner truth. She arrives not to warn you, but to remind you of your own power. For months, perhaps years, you've been questioning your instincts, silencing your inner voice, doubting your premonitions. Yet every time you dismissed your intuition, it returned stronger. Every time you ignored a sign, the universe sent another. And now, the High Priestess declares that your intuition is no longer a whisper. It is a command, a force, a sacred compass pointing you toward the path you can no longer avoid. This is where the next decree takes form, rising from the core of your rebirth. I rise beyond the shadows that tried to hold me. Speak it as truth, not hope. I rise beyond the shadows that tried to hold me. Let it enter the cracks of your doubt and seal them shut forever. Your emotional landscape begins to shift once more. The cards indicate that love, whether in the form of a relationship, a reconnection, or a completely new beginning, will soon reflect the depth of transformation happening within you. You are stepping into a phase of emotional alignment, where you will attract someone who matches your fire instead of extinguishing it. Someone who understands your passion instead of fearing it. Someone who sees you, Not as an idea, not as a convenience, but as a soul with purpose, a being forged from celestial flame. If you're currently in a relationship, this shift brings honesty, renewal, or necessary release. Stagnant energy breaks, revealing what is meant to grow and what is meant to fall away. If your heart has been wounded, know this. The universe is not sending someone to repair you, but someone who recognizes your wholeness even after everything you've survived. Your financial energy becomes more dynamic now. The cards show the Ace of Pentacles, a potent symbol of opportunity, prosperity, and new beginnings. Unexpected doors open. Delayed payments arrive. Ideas once dismissed become profitable. You step into a timeline where money begins to flow toward you instead of slipping through your fingers. But the universe is firm. Abundance requires alignment. You cannot continue entertaining people or situations that deplete your energy while expecting your material world to expand. As you release those draining connections, prosperity increases naturally, as though it had been waiting behind a gate that is finally unlocked. Your work, your ambition, and your purpose vibrate with new potential. The energy shows a shift in authority. Either your authority over others, or the universe granting you authority over your own path. Promotions, breakthroughs, recognition, new ventures, creative awakenings. All of these are within reach. But the cards emphasize something crucial. You are no longer meant to work in silence. Your voice is your weapon. Your ideas are your currency. Your presence is your impact. And the world is finally ready to receive you. Surrounding your aura, I see the colors shifting once again. Gold intensifies, symbolizing divine protection and wealth. Crimson deepens into a radiant ember, representing courage and spiritual rebirth. A third color enters now, a shimmering violet, symbolizing spiritual awakening, psychic development, and karmic cleansing. These colors blend in a way that suggests a rapid expansion of your spiritual field, a strengthening of your energy, and a rising of your personal power. The numbers that align with you now amplify their significance. 3, 7, 14, 44, and 222 echo around your path, marking synchronicities that will guide you toward breakthroughs. These numbers appear not as coincidences but as confirmations, signals from a universe that you are in divine timing, divine alignment, divine initiation. And as the energy builds toward its next crescendo, the deck reveals a new arcana, the Justice card. Finally, the moment your soul has been waiting for. Justice comes not as revenge, but as restoration. It arrives to correct the imbalances, to expose the truths, to release you from bonds that were never yours to carry. Every tear you shed, every betrayal you endured, every moment where you stayed strong despite your exhaustion, they were not forgotten. They were documented in the ledger of the cosmos. And now, the scale tips in your favor. Justice ensures that what you lost returns multiplied, that what was taken is restored, that what was hidden is revealed, that what was unfair is corrected. And the universe whispers a promise. Nothing done against you will prosper. Nothing built on deceit will last. Nothing meant to harm you will succeed. This is the turning point. The moment where your narrative shifts. The moment where your enemies, those visible and those masked, lose the power they once held. And the moment where your victory begins to take shape. Here the decree returns, not as repetition but as transformation. I reclaim the fire that belongs to me. Speak it with renewed strength. I reclaim the fire that belongs to me. This is how you signal to the universe that you are aligned with your destiny, ready for your blessings, prepared for your rise. If your heart resonates with these revelations, write your decree below as a declaration of faith. I reclaim the fire that belongs to me. This is not merely a comment. It is a spiritual contract. And as a final gesture of gratitude to the forces that brought this message to you, engage with this reading. Not for me but for yourself. To honor this guidance, to solidify your transformation, to tell the universe, I am ready. I am aligned. I am rising. And just as justice settles into your path, Aries, the air around your destiny shifts again. Subtly at first, like a quiet inhale from the universe, and then with undeniable force. You may feel a tingling in your hands, a sudden warmth in your chest, a sense that your name is being spoken in realms you cannot see. This is not fantasy. This is the alignment you have been waiting for, unfolding with a precision that only divine orchestration can produce. The cards reveal that now, more than ever, you are being guided into a higher realm of understanding. Of yourself, of your purpose, of the path that stretches before you. For a long time, you have walked forward with limited visibility, trusting instincts you often doubted, moving through corridors of uncertainty. Yet the universe watched, measuring your resilience, your compassion, your strength. And now, because you continued to rise even when you were breaking, the cosmos opens a door you were once not ready to walk through. This is where your destiny intensifies. The energy of the High Priestess, the Tower, the Star, and Justice converge into a single beam of spiritual evolution, illuminating your next steps. But the cards urge me to reveal something that may surprise you. Victory does not arrive in silence. Before blessings fully bloom, there is always a final test, a last attempt from the shadows to reclaim what they believe they lost when you awakened. You may notice an old fear resurfacing, a memory tapping on the edge of your consciousness, or a familiar feeling of doubt trying to seep back into your mind. Do not mistake this for regression. This is the universe giving you one final opportunity to reject the chains you once carried. You are not falling backward. You are being reminded of how far you have risen. In this moment, the Knight of Wands emerges, fiery and unstoppable. This is your energy, Aries. Raw, determined, courageous. You are stepping into forward momentum unlike anything you've experienced in years. Every delay collapses. Every blockage disintegrates. Every door that once felt sealed now trembles at the force of your approach. The universe whispers through the night. Do not slow down. Do not hesitate. Do not shrink. Someone from your past may attempt to re-enter your life now. Not always as a lover, sometimes as a friend, a family member, or someone who carries unresolved karma with you. Their reappearance is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to confirm your evolution. You will see clearly that you no longer vibrate at the frequency they once shared with you. While they remain rooted in the cycles you broke free from, you are ascending beyond the reach of their patterns. The universe shows me this person holding a version of you that no longer exists. They expect your old reactions, your old wounds, your old vulnerabilities. But when they approach, they will encounter someone transformed, someone who no longer bends for the comfort of others, someone who leads with clarity instead of fear. This moment will be a revelation. Not for you, but for them. They will see what the universe already knows. You cannot be pulled backward. Your love energy begins to glow more intensely now. The next card that appears is the Lovers, not merely as romance, but as alignment, choice, and sacred union. The universe says that for Aries, true partnership is no longer a distant possibility. It is an approaching reality. Whether single or connected, the energy shifts toward reciprocity, devotion, and an emotional awakening that nourishes instead of drains you. For those who have carried heartbreak for too long, healing arrives as a warm and steady force, not a fleeting moment. For those in relationships, transparency deepens, intentions clarify, and old misunderstandings heal. For those awaiting new love, someone whose soul resonates with your fire steps toward you, drawn by the strength of your transformation. They do not fear your intensity. They honor it. The decree rises again from the center of your heart, vibrating with power. I rise beyond the shadows that tried to hold me. Say it now. And again if needed. I rise beyond the shadows that tried to hold me. With each repetition, the universe rearranges something in your favor. Your financial path glows with gold streaks, the sign of imminent opportunity. The Ten of Pentacles appears next, one of the most prosperous cards in the entire deck. It signifies stability, abundance, wealth, legacy, and long-term success. The universe makes it clear. You are not stepping into temporary blessings. You are stepping into foundational abundance. Something you begin, or something you continue, will bring more growth than you anticipate. A shift in mindset, a new job, a promotion, a business idea, an investment, or a series of unexpected opportunities creates a stable and flourishing future. Your work energy becomes aligned with your spirit for the first time in years. The cards reveal that you are entering a phase where effort produces results, where your talents are recognized, where your voice is heard, where your worth is valued. And if others have overlooked your brilliance, the universe ensures that those who dismissed you will soon witness your rise in undeniable ways. Around your spiritual aura, the colors shift again. The violets grow deeper, the gold becomes brighter, and a new tone appears. Emerald green, symbolizing healing, prosperity, and the return of balance. You are becoming whole, powerful, grounded, connected. You are becoming the version of yourself that your childhood self once hoped you would grow into. Your lucky numbers for this phase: 5, 11, 18, 77, and 303. Vibrate with expansion, spiritual awakening, and divine guidance. These numbers appear when you are on the threshold of transformation, signaling that every step you take now is reinforced by unseen hands guiding you forward. As your destiny intensifies, a new card rises: the Sun, the most positive arcana of all. The Sun brings clarity, vitality, joy, celebration, and success. It promises that everything you have endured, everything you have fought through, everything that was taken from you, will be restored with greater brightness. The Sun is not gentle. It is radiant, triumphant, overwhelming in its purity. It burns away the last remnants of doubt and illuminates a future filled with warmth and fulfillment. The decree returns now for the third and final time, sealing your transformation. I reclaim the fire that belongs to me. Let this be the moment where the universe hears your voice clearly, without hesitation, without fear. If your spirit resonates, write your decree again as a proclamation, a signature of destiny, a spiritual imprint that tells the cosmos you are ready to embody your new life. I reclaim the fire that belongs to me. Doing so not only aligns you with destiny, but also honors the divine forces that guided you to this revelation. And as gratitude aligns your energy with abundance, you are invited to acknowledge this transformation by engaging with this reading, an offering of thanks to the universe itself. And the Sun does not rise alone, Aries. Its warmth spreads across every corner of your destiny, revealing truths that were once hidden, healing wounds you forgot you carried, and awakening strengths you forgot belonged to you. The universe leans in closer now, because this is the part of the message meant only for those who were destined to hear it. Those who stayed, those who listened, those who were chosen by timing rather than coincidence. You were pulled here by a divine thread, and that thread now begins to shine with unmistakable brilliance. The Sun's radiance clears the last remnants of doubt from your path, but the cards insist you understand something essential. The life you are stepping into is not a continuation of your past, it is a rebirth. A complete shift in vibration. A transformation so profound that even people who once knew you will barely recognize the new energy you embody. And this, Aries, is exactly how it was meant to be. Not everyone can walk with the version of you that stands at the threshold of destiny. Your path forward begins with a revelation that may surprise you. You are no longer fighting for survival. You are now rising into expansion. The time of carrying burdens that were not yours is over. The time of proving your worth is over. The time of dimming your light to comfort others is over. The universe declares it with certainty. Your season of restoration has begun. The next card surfaces with power. Strength. Not brute force but inner sovereignty. This card tells me that the universe is preparing you to handle blessings as large as your wounds once were. You will not crumble under abundance. You will not fear success. You will not sabotage yourself because someone in your past convinced you that joy must be earned through suffering. Strength declares that your soul is fortified, resilient, whole. And because of that, you are ready for everything that is coming. But the reading deepens now, revealing a truth the universe has been waiting to show you. Something monumental approaches. A breakthrough. A divine opportunity. A shift that realigns the course of your life. The cards call it the turning. A moment where everything accelerates at once. You may feel it as a sudden urge to take action, a burst of clarity, or an intuitive knowing that your life is about to change direction. This moment will arrive with such intensity that you will not mistake it for anything else. And when it comes, you will not hesitate. Not this time. You have grown too much. You have risen too far. Your love energy now reveals its final evolution. The sun and the lovers together illuminate a future filled with reciprocity, devotion, and emotional fulfillment. This is not fleeting romance or temporary attraction. This is sacred alignment. Someone enters your life, or someone already present undergoes a transformation that mirrors your own inner awakening. They approach you with truth, transparency, and a love that acknowledges your fire instead of fearing it. This love is not chaos. It is grounding. It is not confusion. It is clarity. It is not pain. It is healing. And for those who have endured heartbreak that seemed impossible to recover from, the universe whispers something precious. You will love again, and this time, it will not break you. This time it will build you. The next card confirms your financial transformation. The King of Pentacles. A symbol of wealth, mastery, stability, and long-term material success. This energy is not temporary. It is foundational. It suggests that you are stepping into a stage of your life where financial pressure dissolves and prosperity becomes consistent. Opportunities once denied become available. Ideas you buried now come alive. Work that once drained you now begins to reward you. The universe shows me a moment, subtle yet powerful, where you make a single decision that alters your financial path. It may come through intuition, a conversation, a chance encounter, or a sudden realization. Whatever form it takes, it becomes the key that unlocks long-term abundance. Your work energy gleams with purpose now. The sun illuminates hidden potential, strength reinforces your ability to lead, and justice continues to remove obstacles that once distorted your growth. You are not stepping into stability alone. You are stepping into influence, into recognition, into a future where your efforts are acknowledged, your voice is valued, your presence is respected. For Aries, leadership is not ambition. It is destiny. And that destiny now calls you with increasing clarity. Your spiritual aura reaches its peak in this reading. Gold, crimson, violet, and emerald swirl around you in a pattern that signifies awakening, protection, and ascension. It is rare to see such alignment, rare and unmistakably divine. This formation indicates that your ancestors, guides, and cosmic protectors have drawn closer than ever. You are being shielded, supported, and elevated. Spiritual upgrades occur through dreams, instincts, synchronicities, and sensations in the body. You are not imagining the signs. They are the universe confirming your alignment. Your numbers in this final stage: 10, 21, 55, 101, and 888. Vibrate with completion, rebirth, expansion, divine intervention, and infinite abundance. These numbers act as cosmic markers, indicators that you are on the path of accelerated manifestation. But now the reading reaches its climax. The final card emerges. The World. A symbol of completion, fulfillment, achievement, destiny realized. This card appears only when a soul has reached the end of one spiritual cycle and is ready to enter another. The world tells me that everything you lost will be replaced. Everything you prayed for will be answered. Everything that broke you will become the foundation of your strength. Here, the universe fulfills the promise made at the beginning. Victory is not only coming, it has already begun. But before the energy settles, the reading offers one last decree. Not a repetition, but a culmination of your transformation. I rise beyond the shadows that tried to hold me. Say it aloud. Breathe it. Embody it. Let it become the anthem of your rebirth. And if your spirit embraces this message, write your decree one final time, not as a request, but as a declaration. I reclaim the fire that belongs to me. This act becomes your commitment to your new life, your alignment with destiny, your acceptance of the abundance stepping toward you. And to honor the universe for guiding this message to you, yes, you, specifically you, offer your gratitude in the simple ways that call blessings forward. Engage with this reading as a ritual of alignment, as a gesture that tells the cosmos, I am ready to receive everything meant for me. Now the energy softens. The cards quiet. The universe settles like warm light on your shoulders. The message has been delivered. And so, Aries, with a heart full of reverence and a voice wrapped in certainty, I leave you with this final gentle farewell. May your fire burn brighter than your fears. May your path unfold with grace and power. May your victories arrive in abundance and love. And may you always remember, you were chosen for this message, and your destiny is already rising to meet you.